to our sweet baby. 1 Samuel 1:27 says, "For this child I prayed, and the Lord has granted the desires of my heart."
You've already changed Mommy and Daddy's life for the better, and although she doesn't know it yet, you have changed your big sister's life too.
We have continuously prayed for you, and God has graciously answered those prayers. Christ has clearly used you to exemplify his faithfulness.
We promise to always love you, protect you, and lead you towards him. You are such a blessing to us, and we love you so much already.
Love, Mommy and Daddy.
We're pregnant!
I have been waiting for the day that we would be able to say that.
I have also
Again.
been praying for the day that we would be able to say that.
You guys. So we're actually in Disney World, if you can't tell. We realized that we were making the announcement to you guys in a few days. And we were like, oh shoot, we gotta film a video to talk about it.
We obviously have to talk about like how it happened.
Yeah.
Like what occurred.
Wait, what? Wait a second. So we have so much stuff like filmed just of like me finding out, telling Taylor, telling family friends that you guys will see in the following video. So our next video will be me finding out. Marin's just gonna go play. So yeah, next video will be like me finding out and then telling Taylor all the things. But yeah, I thought we could talk a little bit about, because if you guys have been keeping up with us, you know that this pregnancy journey was a little bit different than our first, or trying to conceive journey. Would you say trying to conceive journey?
Yeah.
Yeah. In my head, I was getting to the point where I just felt like I was just never gonna get pregnant. Like that's what it started to feel like. And we'll talk about it again a little bit later. I almost didn't even test the month that I ended up finding out I was pregnant, because I was like, I'm just done testing. Like unless I become 10 days late on my cycle and it's super obvious that like something's going on, then I'll test. But I was like getting to the point where I was like, I'm just done. But you'll see what ended up happening. Truly, this timing I feel like is so perfect. Like I feel like we needed all the time that we've had with just Mary Marin. You know what I mean?
The
like,
Lord was calling us to wait and
I hate that I
to
got
be
so
patient.
Yeah,
to be patient, and obviously it worked out for his greater good. For those that don't know, we got pregnant extremely fast with Mary Marin, and it was the biggest blessing. So I feel like we kind of took that for granted and just thought that's how it goes, you know, and it was a very silly mindset, because I feel like this situation with us trying for a decent amount of time and visiting a couple doctors, stuff like that, it definitely humbled us, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like that's a lot more common than we thought, because honestly, like it wasn't an absurd amount of time by any means. It was just the fact that where our mindset was that I think made me freak out a little bit more.
Yeah.
So overall, we're just so excited. And I guess, I don't know if I ever told you guys, but the month that I did find out I was pregnant, that was actually supposed to be the month that I went to do a bunch of testing with the doctors. I was supposed to call like on the first day of my cycle, and they were gonna get me on day 3 for like some labs, day 21 for some labs. But it's kind of crazy that the month that I was supposed to go in and get started doing things, I found out I was pregnant.
That's just how the Lord works.
It really is. So it's just so exciting. I can't say anything else. Like you'll see when I find out I'm pregnant, I'm gonna give it away.
No,
I'm just
guys,
like, I just don't even know what to do right now.
Her finding out that she was pregnant was insane. I've seen. She hasn't even showed me the full version, which is kind of crazy, because y'all are gonna see it close to the same time I see it.
Can we just show them this really fast?
Show them the bump. bump date. Show them the bump date.
So, again, we've been in Disney World, and all of a sudden, I'm like, wait a second. And I'm like walking around with just like, I feel like this huge bump now. I don't know if you guys can super tell, but there's some definite roundness going on.
It's definitely obvious. And so...
And I'm like tying this skirt because obviously we haven't announced yet. And I'm like, people might just be walking
And people
around
have come up to us
pregnant.
and taken pictures and all that. I'm like, they definitely have to know. I mean, it's...
They're not going to ask.
Yeah,
Like,
you don't ask, but...
Y'all, we are so excited. Like, can't even express. I don't even know what else to say.
One of the biggest excitements for us is Mary Marin having a sibling.
Yes.
Like, obviously, we are the most excited to have another baby and that baby be ours and raise that baby in the way of the Lord. But Mary Marin, guys, can you imagine Mary Marin with a sibling?
And do you remember, it's been a little bit for us now since this happened, but like we have the cutest videos. What are you doing? Of her with my belly, y'all. And like some of the craziest stories. Like the day before I found out, she actually was like doing some interesting things, like talking to my belly, all this stuff. So y'all, it is just gonna be so cute. We don't know the gender yet.
Nope.
Y'all, we'll all find out together and stuff.
But guys, this is a journey, and we appreciate every single one of you that watches our YouTube channels, that follows us on any other platforms. This is a 9-month-long journey, and ultimately it's a lifelong journey.
Yeah.
And we appreciate all of you guys sticking around. So if you like us and want to follow the journey, make sure you do stick around.
Yeah, follow us on Instagram because that's where I feel like I just like stories and everything. I take like you guys with me to like my appointments, keep you guys updated on that.
Yeah, it's more in the now, like real life in the moment. Rather, YouTube is a couple days behind
and stuff. Also, one thing that we will definitely keep you guys updated on, hopefully there won't be much going on, but as you guys know, all of my heart stuff, that all started when I was like 20 weeks pregnant with Mary Marin. So we're hoping that when I hit that milestone, we don't start having any problems or anything. I'm kind of hopeful that I won't because of my like surgery and all that, but again, we will keep you guys updated, and we'll be praying that nothing goes wrong with that or anything. So we're so excited.
We are so excited to meet you, little baby. We love you so much, whether you're a boy, girl, whatever you are. We love you with all of our hearts.
Okay, so stay tuned for the next video of me finding out. We're actually gonna go ahead and give you guys a little sneak peek right now. Okay, it's time to find out if Mary Marin's gonna be a big sister. Are you ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3.